Many narcissistic individuals are technically running from themselves, and they run from themselves by running over everybody else. Only at some point people begin to see who the narcissist is as a person and start to step away from the narcissist's games. It's at that point when a narcissist begins to lose their charm, lose the influence that they have over other people, that a narcissist can experience a narcissistic collapse. And when a narcissistic individual is going through a narcissistic collapse, when they have got nothing to lose and they lack empathy, this is when you need to armour up and protect yourself at all costs. When narcissistic individuals get to a point where they've lost control of other people's minds, when they've lost control of their environment, when they've lost control of the people that they had supplying them with the validation and the attention and support, when they've become isolated from people due to their own toxic behaviour, not narcissistic individuals will go all out to smear other people, to isolate other people, to ruin other people. When a narcissist becomes isolated, it's due to their own behaviour. When they take their risky behaviours to a point where they are exposed, they don't feel guilty, they feel entitled to do as they please. They feel ashamed of other people's opinions of them, which is why they usually try and rewrite the script as to how somebody else deserves something, or they were only trying to do the best, or they try to play the victim. Narcissists display many destructive behaviours throughout their life, yet when they feel like they have nothing else to lose, these destructive behaviours can escalate. Narcissistic individuals can turn to substance abuse from a very young age, which only escalates their behaviours. And as they age, as they lose that supply, this addiction to substance abuse can intensify. Their risky behaviours intensify. However, they lack the accountability to take responsibility. As they age, as these addictions take their toll, as their destructive behaviours take their toll, the narcissist tends to lose their looks, which to a narcissist is devastating because they take pride in their appearance. Narcissistic mothers cannot be seen out and about unless their outfit is perfectly crease-free and every strand of hair is in the perfect place. They need that full face of makeup. They're hiding behind the mask. The narcissistic male needs to be dressed appropriately, whether that's a narcissistic male that needs to be in the suit and the tie, or the narcissistic male in the joggers and the tracksuit top and the cap. Depends on the illusion that that narcissist is trying to sell to those around them. Mr. Perfection or Mr. Bad Boy. Same as narcissistic women. And when they begin to lose these looks are the very sort of essence of who they are. It's their identity. And they don't handle that loss of look very well. With their loss of looks can often come their loss of charm. Narcissistic individuals can go after younger and younger people because younger people are more naive to their behaviour. Yet the older they get, the harder it is for the narcissist to gain that younger supply. They often become more manipulative with age, more exploitative, trying desperately to regain control and get their needs met. They can escalate their games of intimidation and threats in order to try and hold on to that one last piece of supply that they believe that they've got the control over. Now, the old supplies, they might have threatened, they might have intimidated, but because they've got a new supply keeping them entertained, the narcissist knew not to take it to the point where there would be evidence, so to speak. Or if police did get involved, the narcissist would be just like, they're jealous, they're bitter. it's time to sort of step away. If they've got children involved, they'll play the victim and be heartbroken, but they'll step away for fear of exposure. Yet that last supply, they will escalate their intimidation and threats. And they often get caught out in this because they haven't got anybody else to get attention from. So they're focused in on that last supply. As narcissists age, because they don't take responsibility for their behaviour, they become a lot more bitter, a lot more cynical, and a lot more resentful. We all know within ourselves when someone has deceived us, hurt us, betrayed us in some way, we can harbour that resentment. However, because it's what somebody else caused to us, we can find a way to sort of focus on our future and let go of the past. With a narcissist, because they believe it's everybody else's fault, the situations that they end up in the end when they're on their own, they believe that everybody else has it in for them. Everybody else tried to destroy them. When they're isolated, it can lead to escalated levels of aggression, verbal and physical. And with those who lack empathy, you need to take any threat seriously. As narcissists age, as they push everybody away, as they have those potential substance abuse addictions to things, and it can be things like drugs, alcohol, gambling, pornography, as these addictions escalate and as they push people away, they usually have an exaggerated sense of victimhood. An elderly, narcissistic individual will blame their children for having no respect for them. They'll blame their friends for not caring about them. They'll blame their partners for not being there for them. They never question themselves. Whereas more often than not, you will notice with the survivor of a narcissist, they tirelessly question themselves as to whether they're the narcissist, what they could have done better, what they could have done to improve. They have that growth mindset. Narcissists are fixated on blaming and shaming everybody else, to the point where the narcissistic individual eventually destroys all relationships that they had and ends up alone. Only it's not through choice, it's through their behaviour. Victims can end up alone, however, it's usually through the victim's choice, which makes it okay for the victim to deal with that. With a narcissist, because they want to be in control of everything, when something isn't their choice, they feel threatened by everything. If anyone has any behaviours or signs you notice of a narcissist heading towards that narcissistic collapse, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and then the sponsored link is also in the video description. I do have a couple of one-to-one slots available. If you are looking for more information, reading on narcissistic abuse, I do have several books available on Amazon. How to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. Hilarious and horrifying narcissistic memes and their meanings, which are all the quotes and memes that I've shared over social media the past few years, and the meanings at the other side. A Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, which sets out all the different criterias and all the different behaviours of narcissistic individuals. I then have Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment, which is less about reading and more about journaling. And then 50 rules to deal with narcissistic people. How to break the chain, how to stay sane and break the chain if you cannot go no contact. If anyone is interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. And the current offer is, if anyone is happy to purchase a copy and leave a genuine 5-star review, send me a message, and the Break Free from Narcissistic and Emotional Abuse course is available for absolutely free. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.